Welcome back. We made our way through hell and we're gonna face our final judgment now as we head back to the center of the Pillar Hall. I was expecting that to be red, to be honest. I know it's meant to be the protected area, but it would have looked really cool. Lind, can't let you return to the human world like this. And yet, once again, I stayed silent out of cowardice. If you go back to the mortal world this way, I know what choice you'll make. We've said all we need to say. That's all this is. What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't get it. Haven't you been paying attention, Paimon? Aren't we talking about how we can manifest the path of the heavens and then teach Melanta a lesson? The one who went to face Melanta for all of us. The one who gave up every last memory. Was your sister, Lind. No way. What? Back then, the early signs of Melanta's madness had begun to surface, and many suffered for it. After all, we are not machines, and with lives that stretch on without end, that which we forget will always find its way back. She heard of Melanta's increasingly unreasonable tyranny, saw the many souls who had been cast down by his judgments. I told her to treat everything here as nothing more than an unpleasant glimpse of paradise. No need for anger, no need for sorrow. Since she, too, had been sent up here by Nihilita, Dex could always send her back. And what would it change, returning just as she was? It's exactly what she said as well. You two really are alike. I've heard that many times before. But she was bright and talkative. You are reserved, steady. That's what many people say too. Wait, you said this before, didn't you? With the god of the temple space gone, path to the heavens won't vanish after it's been used once? So we're supposed to take the path Zeitlin's sister left for us? If that was the case, then my tactical advice would be simple. We rush in and beat the stuffing out of him. No one knows what Melanta said to Hilda. But afterward, in a fit of rage, he severed the path to the heavens that had been formed from your sister's memories. And Hilda has already left this place. Then doesn't that mean someone has to give up all their memories again to get us up there? What about Dex? Isn't it the same species as the baddie? If Melanta can go back and forth, then maybe Dex could do it too, if it tried hard enough. The space separating the atrium of suchness at its highest from the hall of emptiness is called the corridor of nothingness. The corridor's power comes from the temple itself. It is the rule of departure, while the Watchers exist to uphold that rule. Dex is only an immature Watcher and lacks the authority to control it. Ah, but then what can we do? I'll offer up my memories. Historia, no, but you. I've said it before. This happened because of my cowardice. The truths I know, the history, the knowledge, they are too heavy to bear. I hesitated, and Hilda saw right through me. Compared to you, the suffering of an ordinary human life really must seem like a negligible price. No, absolutely not. Everyone says you're a treasure to humanity. Let someone else do it. But TheTwitGamer and Paimon, we still have some important things to take care of. That's not right, Paimon. Everyone is equal. Bearing great responsibility is no reason to sacrifice others. Going around asking who's willing to give up everything they've lived through. That doesn't feel right either. Let me do it. Zeitlin. I was saying the exact same thing your sister did, but this time I absolutely refuse to accept it. You've been here witnessing history across the ages, seeing every wonder this world has to offer. After all that, doesn't even a tiny part of you feel attached to this world? I think I finally know the answer to the questions now. The most fundamental question of philosophy, which is whether one chooses to go on living tomorrow. ... You hesitated. And even that brief pause is enough to show the answer is already there. Tomorrow is worth living through. No, Historia. Wise though you are, you've made two mistakes. Enlighten me, please. Why did Nihilita choose my sister? Was it really just coincidence that I was brought here? Your sister said it herself. It was just a coincidence. The sanatorium had announced its closure, but before the relocation, she went for a walk at midnight, and that's when she encountered Nihilita. It wasn't an accident. Listen, when you save yourself, you save the world entire. But if my sister hadn't lost everything she once remembered, she would never have chosen to go on living. Now I understand why I was always sure she was still alive. A life that begins anew is full of hope, surely. And here I recall a passage I once read in a novel by Kurosawa Eiichi. The Saviour offers himself in a world of darkness, willingly bound upon the cross. Only then their soul is redeemed, ascending into the kingdom of light. Isn't that incredible? It means you can heal your own melancholy and save the world at the same time. So I'm not giving that chance to you. For a second I almost thought that was Hilda talking. That's not really her style. Of course not. She doesn't read much. She couldn't quote the classics half as well as I do. Paimon, Twitka, you're not allowed to object either. When I return to the world below when my memory's gone, I need you to tell me who I am and where I'm meant to go. Hey, how are we supposed to respond to that? We've only just met and you've already talked about erasing everything and starting over like nothing has ever happened. The story's so good you'd forget everything just to experience it again. It's the highest praise there is. You're friends of that caliber, I'd say. Hey, thanks for trying to lighten the mood, but Paimon's still getting all teary-eyed. So, Astoria, please, take us there. Is there anything else you need to do? Let's go. Oh dear. You arrive at the upper level. May I try to persuade you one last time, Zeitland? Your argument has already failed, Mr. Astoria. My sister's grave down below is empty. Aren't you worried I might just leave now and lie down in it myself? Alright. Stairway to the heavens manifested from your sister's memories was severed, but part of it should still remain. This time your memories might intertwine with Hilda's, which might cause something unique to manifest. So does that mean Zeitland might still keep half her memories? I explained this before, offering up all one's memories has nothing to do with passing through the corridor of nothingness. Allowing you one final glimpse back, that is merely an act of mercy. Wait then, won't we end up seeing some really private stuff? Is it okay for us to go along too? I offer you the memory of a yellow rose seen at sunset, years before you were born. I offer you explanations of yourself, theories about yourself, authentic and surprising news of yourself. Still have to answer every question about me, you know. So feel free to look. These will prove indispensable in rebuilding the real me. If it concerns her privacy, then we'll watch it together. Leaving her little sister to wander the world alone. She had it coming. Never mind trying to talk tough. Now you sound like you're just being mean. And look at you, suddenly so chatty. Is that so? Are we building the corridor of nothingness stairway to the heavens right here? Yes. Then let's begin. You arrive at the corridor of nothingness. There's nothing here! Nothing but a corridor! Wait, hold on. Are these doors? I imagine so. Hello. And Inazuma stuff. Oh, I wanted to go up there. No. I see what you're up to, mate. And that's just an image over there. Yeah. Cool, though. Oh, hello. We'll have you. Can we reopen the book? Oh, investigate the pile of books. Okay. Memories. Mrs. My sister's handwriting. Were these letters we didn't manage to collect down below earlier? No, just a few messages she left behind, and a short poem she wrote. It's not a farewell, she must still be alive. Can we read all this? Oh, you will.
Will we? Alright then. Yes.
Oh, you will. You will. Mondstadt.
Okay, there's Ghoul. Windmill.
Perched atop the city, I look below. Streets where I laughed and ran now feeling utterly unfamiliar. As I walk into the blue, blue heavens. The windmills raise their arms in farewell. And I walk further and further away from that bakery I oh so love. A grove of blossoms from a foreign land. Their summer colours submerged in water. Back in the water. I found no treasure in the sunken ships I dreamed of as a child. Only a quiet, blue melancholy. An old gentleman of Fontaine in curious attire. Alights from an aquabus in a hurry, and vanishes into the teeming crowd. In the jade-coloured mountains, a beast that breathes the fog. Far from the bustle of the port, the bells of sumpter beasts sound ever sparser. The city in the sky no one remembers by name. The wind. O people who choose to live apart. When the rain suddenly comes, do the blue willows shed their leaves? Also, the baked danuki of Chinju Forest. It's alright. I understand. Understand. That's just how gloriously beautiful this world is. Now that's how you present a poem. That was really cool. I like that, especially when we got to the Fontaine bit. I was very much thinking to myself, we need to follow an aquabus. We need to. And then they did, and it was like, yay. Can I not? There's clearly something shiny in there. Clearly. My sister's poem. Oh my, it's all emotional. Not a lick of literary flair. Still, it's not bad. Still remember who we are, Zeitland. Your story already said my memories will only fade quickly once we leave this place. So I know exactly who you are and who I am. What I just saw was all the words my sister used to read out to me when we were kids. The words we dreamed of together. Are there really sunken treasures beneath fontaines, high seas? Yeah. Are there really yokai in Inazuma's Shinju forest? Yeah. Do magical spirits like the Aranara really exist in this world? Have I grown up too much to ever see them again? The Aranara do exist, and they draw power from people's memories. And I must be an Aranara too. From now on, the path to the heavens linking the Hall of Emptiness and this tower. It will exist only as two girls' shared longing for a beautiful world. That too is a kind of eternity. Aw. We'll take that chest.
A very nice treasure for a very lovely person.
Indeed.
Don't slip and fall.
Hi, mate. Child of humanity. No, you are my creator, my lord. Why would you choose her and abandon me? Hey, did it suddenly fly into a rage? Send them back. I assume we fight.
Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo!
Time to shine.
Hey, is that? Oh, right, no one can die here.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Okay. That's why she wasn't afraid to talk to him.
Let the mountain's veins boil. Let's see. I swear it's for medical research.
Oh dear.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in
Clouds high, the birds call.
Hi. The corridor of nothingness. Mayhaps. Find the hidden enemies and defeat them. Okay, within certain areas in the Templar space, you will occasionally see these special invisible keepers. Only by finding and defeating all the weaknesses they leave behind can you get out of this mess. Okay. I step in there and see what happens.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Is that one? Yes. Right, okay. Where are you? I mean, how hidden are they? Wondering if there was... Oh. Some tell.
Go!
Maybe the picture was the thing that was wrong. I was gonna say, it feels like there's one here. But how do I attack it? There we go. They may be invisible, but they make themselves very obvious, don't they? Statues now, okay. Lots of candles. I have no idea what that just said. Oh, it's so scary.
Go!
Oh, hello, cubes. Well, hello. Outlander. Since you are no child of humanity, how should I address you? My name's TheTwitGamer, and the... What do you mean by child of humanity? All who descend from the first ancestors are shaped by the Lord of all, and those born of that lineage are called children of humanity. Even the artificial people of the primordial sea granted special pardon are counted among them. But you stand outside this order. Why did a god take my sister? I cannot answer because I do not comprehend it myself. I once believed it was merely punishment for transgressions, but now I fear there is a deeper meaning behind it. It is with the heretical myth that light and darkness birth the primordial human. Why are you suddenly answering all our questions so readily? This is a rule engraved upon my very soul. When a human child offers up everything in pursuit of an answer, I must speak in the Creator's stead and withhold nothing. In the end, that human child will forget all things. Fleeting answers, eternal release. This too is an expression of divine mercy. Why are you being so harsh to the people in the Hall of Emptiness? This too is law. With the Creator absent and nihil fallen from grace, I must uphold the measure once set by my Lord. This place exists only to preserve. All innovation, all evolution is forbidden here. If I remember correctly, your name is Melanta, right? I know your name, human child. Zeitland. How did my sister speak of me to you? She said that she and I could never reach accord, but that one day her younger sister would come and defeat me. Did you hear that? In the end, you're the ones who were dragged into this, victims in my conflict. Yes, we really were just hired muscle, chasing a bit of pay. That Nihilita, seriously. Nihilita, the traitor, the fallen one. He abandoned his charge, yet dares to proclaim himself enlightened? We watchers were meant to only stand in silence, keeping vigil here, at the pillar hall of the world. He got worked up all of a sudden. Guess you're the type to get all sulky to see someone else free while you're stuck. My sister miscalculated in one way. I'm an introvert. I'm not good with words. I've read a lot, sure. Maybe I even understand plenty of truths. But I avoid talking when I can. The one who'll change your mind isn't me. TheTwitGamer, I'll leave it to you. I'll show you what's up, mate.
Wind strike.
Judgement. What's new?
Excision required. Divine retribution. Seek to perceive the world beyond. So marks the beginning of your fall.
I was hoping the world was going to change then in some regard, like... Blood of Stars, child of man, the fate is yours, right? Yeah, that, whatever that is. Bosh.
My master.
How dare you! Yoo-hoo!
What are you up to?
Excision required.
Let the world collide!
As one with wind and cloud.
Mutable.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Calm down! He might
Calm
feel a
down,
little
dear.
bit.
All illusions shall be shattered.
Nope, fire it back. There we go.
My master.
Don't slip and fall! Show him
Don't
your
slip and
strength.
fall, mate.
Wind strider.
Bring it!
Excision required.
Let's see!
Divine retribution.
Let my name echo in songs!
Excision required. Divine flame. Pierce all that is mutable.
Letting brave names echo!
Where'd you go?
Calm down! I swear it's for medical research!
All worlds shall fall in an instant.
I need that. Thank you. Bosh. Gore-Tex, get him! Boom. Nihilita. Nihilita. I understand now. When the divine departs the throne, all creations are free. Melanta. What do you want to say? This comes from years of living alongside my own melancholy. Though I suppose I'm saying it a bit late. If your melancholy feels uncontrollable, that's a physiological illness. You should seek help early. Get treatment, and cooperate with the ones administering it. You're like your sister. Utterly incomprehensible. Creatures like us, manifestation of the rules. Who shall we see when we fall ill? Feel guilty now? Beating up a patient? Guess getting to know others has changed you a bit, Zeitlin. You sure have picked up some bad habits along the way. We introverts are a little twisted on the inside. You won't be seeing me like this for much longer anyway. There you go again, saying something super saddening. Like I said, I've got a dark side. Melanta, I still have questions. And ask them now, I won't be here much longer. Passing judgment on the painter who defied the laws of space, severing the path to the corridor of nothingness. Those were acts of transgression. My rebellion has triggered self-destruction as per the rules themselves. In truth, I would rather not answer your questions, but I suspect even the small act of defiance would only hasten my disappearance. So, about my sibling. You've already come this far, have you not? Your will is still your own, and your feet are still unshackled. Go find your sibling yourself. You're not like me, a being who bound their own wings only to watch them break. Why are you tormenting everyone? Tormenting them? No, I'm correcting them. I'm returning them to the form heaven intended. They ascend to heaven, yet rejected sacred stillness and cling instead to the corruption of the mortal world. So that's it. I'm jealous of them, jealous of the fallen Nihilita, jealous of change, jealous of freedom, jealous of life. I thought that if I did everything right, then when my creator returned, she would praise me. That would have been enough. Enough to soothe me, enough to prove them all wrong. Why would she not look back? Why did she not ask if I wished to leave beside her? You were always that stubborn and heartless. The answer shouldn't be hard to grasp. If you'd shown even a hint of rebellion, she might have taken you with her. Silent, is there anything you want to ask? Me? Let me think. I want to know why people say this sanatorium is cursed. Once again, the Abyss brought disaster to this land. The knights stationed here fought to the last and did not retreat. When the report of the battle arrived at Dawnman Port, it contained only a single line. None who went to Windrest Peak returned. See, so there never was a curse, only warriors who fell in battle and slumbered on. The peak where the knights of the west wind rest. My time is almost gone, and I am filled with hate. All of you. And still I want nothing more than to cling to consciousness. To let my awareness live on. Unbroken. You and your sister. Mortals who love everything and everyone. Who still yearn for an ending. And I, who want so badly to go on living. I must face mine instead. Nihilita, my weariness runs deeper than words. Oh bye. Back to blue? Yay! Da 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 da. Creepy. Kind of makes sense what the 3-star sort of symbols are now. Right, so let's get our lovely rewards here. Thank you.
A very nice treasure for a very lovely person.
Indubitably, quite a bit of primos. What we want. Lovely, lovely. Right, back down we go. That's not where I want to go. That's not where I want to go either. I want the cube. Right. Nope. There. Got there in the end. What's going to happen to Dex? We taught Melanta a lesson, Historia. Indeed, looking at the sky tells me as much. Did Melanta say anything useful? You tell Historia. Yeah, just what happened. The word Watcher originally referred to those who are awakened and enlightened. A Watcher who closes their eye can only be swallowed by darkness. Yet awakening itself defies the Creator's will, and is thus condemned as a fall from grace. Speaking of which, Dex, we taught you, played with you, took good care of you. You were raised by all of us together. When you grow up, remember the kindness we've shown you, okay? Eh? By the way, that heretical myth about light and darkness birthing the primordial human, do you have any idea what it refers to? I'm not entirely sure what Melanta meant either. First thing that came to mind was a parable once condemned as heresy by the angels. It tells of a god of light who created a body in its own likeness, and for it to be stolen away by the king of darkness. Thus within the single body the powers of light and darkness began to contend with one another, and so the primordial human bearing both came to possess both good and evil. It's a lesser known version of the primordial human myth. That's a bit too bare bones. I'm not sure it'll help us much. Start though, it's a start. I'm afraid I cannot recall much else about this at the moment. Are you going to say goodbye to me, Historia? I owe you an apology. And your sister too. Actually, while I was quiet earlier, I was thinking about something. What was it? What my epitaph should say. Don't get me the wrong idea, Paimon. We're not immortal after all. Everyone needs one eventually. But I couldn't think of anything before. My sister's fake tombstone already has such a good line, you see. And just now it came to me. And? My epitaph will read, "To be continued." Pretty much on par with "one lifetime doesn't count," wouldn't you say? Person is a story in motion. Shouldn't end just because life does. So, goodbye, Historia. Goodbye, Lind. When you see Hilda, give her my regards. I can't promise I'll remember any of this, and I can't promise she'll remember you either. Come on, Twitka, Paimon, take me back down. Then we'll meet again, like it's the first time. Back we go. Oh, you really do wind up seeing anything if you live long enough. Just thinking earlier, you're incredible back there, especially against Melanta, but... what was it you did again? And who are you exactly? Is your memory fading away? Who am I? Your name's Sightland. That's right. Also, Paimon's Paimon, and this here's Twitka. We're your good friends. Friends? Yes. We're friends who have been through hell and back together. Really? You can feel it. It must be true. And your sister's been traveling the world lately, just to clear her head. Someday the two of you will meet again. She might not remember you at first either, but you share the same blood, not to mention the same face. You'll recognize each other right away. Paimon's sure of it. I have an older sister. You can ignore this gravestone. Your sister put it up herself, just for fun. It's her way of saying she's been reborn. She's definitely still alive. My sister. Mm-hmm. She's kinda silly, huh? Eh? Anyway, there should be some information about you in this suitcase. Take a look. You'll probably remember things once you do. Okay, I will. And one more thing. You're an amazing person. Like, saved an entire world amazing. Ooh, me? Everyone is deeply grateful to you. So live proudly, okay? And if anyone ever picks on you or makes you feel bad, just write to Twitka. There's nothing he can't handle for you. Is there anything you want to do right now? I don't know, but I'm starving. Like I haven't eaten in days. Paimon's hungry too. She needs food now. Hurry up and empty your backpack. Paimon wants tons of chicken mushroom skewers. We're just gonna let her wander off. We should take her somewhere so, you know, she gets set up with something. That's a hell of a view. Hell of a of you. To be continued. Oh, that's kind of nice at the end, having that there with the to be continued. I know it always does it, but that one felt a bit more profound with it all. But yeah, what a view. Yeah, that's really cool. It's really cool, they say. Wonder if we can see Zytland around anywhere. I was hoping we were going to see some... Maybe we still can somewhere. Maybe we'll come across her. Maybe in future. To be continued and all that. Yeah, just some element of her sister just somewhere out there. On the wind, as it were. What's that over there? What was that over there?
I wonder what's on Monsieur Nervulet's mind right now.
Indeed, so do I. So do I. I wonder if he's got an anecdote at all we might see. Oh, look! There's an anecdote we might see with Neuvillette. Indeed, because I'm doing a few of those around the place. Because you may have seen one I put already out with Neuvillette. The reason for that is because in the anecdotes, it depends whether or not I've started them properly. So I've decided how to do it. Like some of like I've got recently, like, but I was like, I really should show some of these off at least. So I started with Neuvillette. There we go. Like standing in the rain. That's the one we saw previously. Yes. And we got one around somewhere as well. I've seen that they are random, so it's a case of like I may not see them all. If I've missed the start of them, I'm not gonna show them. I think it. I can't try and remember. Like, is he not on the list? Like, I've already got one of yours, so it's like, yeah, like wouldn't show that one kind of thing. I'll try and group them together in a little playlist, stuff like that. I think that's a good idea. A good idea. Anyway, that's us done for this part. In terms of the playthrough, that's us done for a little while. Until something else comes our way, we shall see. This is a lovely little house, isn't it? Yeah, what a view. Lovely in the storm. There was a storm here earlier. Really cool. It was really cool, they'd say. Yes. Yes, I'm just collecting things now. Just collecting things. I like some of the choices with that as well, though. Where it... Just looking down the side. Ooh, get that down there. Where it took us back to the beginning of the game. After we got cubed. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. Just recalling all the things that happened before on an odd journey. We're back where it all began. But, like I said, other than that, that's us done for now. We'll see you with more Genshin in the future. I'm currently also recording some Honkai. Not Honkai Star Rail. Honkai. That'll go out in future as well. Once I've got that sorted, like I've said previously, we'll get over to Honkai Star Rail and get caught up there. That's the plan. But, in terms of the channel proper, what's going to be going out again is back to Atlia for a while. Yes. So we'll see you around wherever, whenever. Ta-ra for now.